to ask the questions, anything if you have. Okay. At the end of the session, I will give 10 to 15 minutes. You can ask any questions related to this course or about your career or about upskilling of this technology from other technologies and about your current job situations and everything we can discuss at the ending. Okay. Right. So I just want to start with a small introduction about myself. My name is Ram. I have nearly 14 plus years of experience in the IT industry. In this 14 plus years of experience, I've been working for these technologies. So my career was started with SQL, MSBI, Microsoft Power BI, and Microsoft Azure Data Engineering and Microsoft Fabric, all those things. So in fact, I have started my career in 2012, and I'm also like a first trainer in India who started this Power BI training in 2016 for this Power BI. And today agenda, what we are going to discuss it over here is upskilling of data engineering and data analysis course. So, what are the technologies we need to learn to become a data engineer, to become a data analyst over here? That's what I'm going to discuss in today's session. Most of the people, when I was talking with them, like whatever the current technology they are working in their organization, there are no projects because it was a legacy technologies. Like some people working on the testing, some people working on the mainframes, DBAs, any other old technologies. Currently, there is no new projects. So companies are laid off these kind of people who have already IT experience, but the technology is not in the demand because of this AI and data engineering. So these kind of skills needed to get a project. So that is the reason I'm going to completely focusing on this data engineering and data analysis course over here. So I have around 8 plus years of IT trainings and placement experience, and also I have written 3 books on the data engineering as well. So you can check on my website. I have written 3 books on the data engineering also, and also I have written one Power BI book as well. And we were providing for every student there is a free of cost LMS portal as well. So for better learning management system, every student is going to get a login for this LMS portal, and also we are going to provide a mobile app as well. So mobile app or this LMS portal, even after the class, whenever you are practicing, you can get a communication from here. You can chat with me directly anytime when you are practicing. So this is a mode of communication also we have. If you have any questions, you can call and you can ask in the session as well. Okay, right. So we have a YouTube channel also with more than 15,000 subscribers we have. So our main focus is training and placement, because if we are just providing a training and out of 100 people, only 2 to 3 people only getting the placement, right? So that's the reason we are going to support for every student until they are getting the placement over here. So our primary focus is training plus placement. Both we are going to offer it over here. So from last 2 to 3 years, the people who are joining my demo session on this data engineering, what I have observed, the people mostly 4 different kind of background people are trying to learn this course. So those 4 background category of the people is, the first category is they have already some experience in IT. It can be 2 years, or 5 years, or 7 years, or 10 years, or 15 years of experienced people. So they were already working in IT, but the skill what they have is a legacy skill. That means they were working for different technology, but it is not in the demand actually in the market. So those kind of people are trying to upskill over here. And the second category is the people working in non-IT jobs. So most of the non-IT jobs are going to be automated currently. So those kind of people also trying to switch to IT industry. So they are looking for a data engineering skill. So non-IT category means they were working in accountant, faculty, or customer executive, whatever it is. This is the second category who is working in non-IT. The next one is about the career gap people. So these kind of people working for like their own self-employment or business they are doing. Now they want to come to IT industry. The fourth category of the people is earlier they have some experience in IT and non-IT or non-IT. Now they have some career gap from last 1 year or 6 months because there are several reasons. They might be laid off from their company. So these four type of people mostly trying to learn this data engineering course. The people who are working in IT, first category. The second category is the people who are working in non-IT. The third category is they were not working anyway, they have some career gap. Fourth category is the people earlier they were working for IT or non-IT, but now they have a career gap. So these four kind of people are trying to learn this data engineering course. So in today's session also there are more people joined on this belongs to any of one category. I just want to understand how many people belongs to category 1, category 2, category 3, category 4. Just ping me the number in the chart. You belongs to which category? Can all of you please ping that number? So you belongs to which category? I want to understand. Just say the number. If you are belongs to category 1, say 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you guys please ping me in the chat? You belongs to which category? 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1. Okay. So most of the people I have seen here, they belongs to category 1. Yeah, obviously. 60 to 70 percentage of the people already they are working in IT. They want to upskill to this data engineering over here. They want to upskill to data engineering. So the course what I'm going to design here also, it is completely from basic to advanced level up to 5 years of experience data engineer, how much knowledge he has. Similar kind of experience I'm going to share in this training. So generally what will happen, let's take one example. A person who has already 10 years of experience in IT industry, now he is going to upskill this data engineering. He has 10 years of IT experience. He is going to upskill to data engineering. So what technology he has the experience last 10 years? The last 10 years he has QA testing. I'm just taking one example, guys. He has experience on QA testing. Now, after upskilling this data engineering course, how he is going to applying for the jobs? We have to break down his experience, whatever the 10 years of experience he has, 6 years into testing experience. When we are preparing the resume, we will keep this one 6 years into testing and the 4 years into data engineering. Okay, someone will get a question, sir, up to how many years I can showcase in my resume for this data engineering? My suggestion would be 2 to 5 years. Minimum 2 years experience you have to showcase as a data engineer. Maximum you can show 5 years. And how is the packages salaries they are going to offer? Let's, for example, if you have already 17 lakhs of the package, then you can expect up to 30 lakhs for the data engineer. The maximum salary for a data engineer currently in the market they are giving up to 40 lakhs. Up to 40 lakhs data engineer developer they are giving over here. The average salary for a data engineer who is having 3 to 5 years of experience, for example, if any person having 3 to 5 years in between experience, they are getting up to 20 lakhs package. Okay. So this data engineering is top three skill currently in the market, most demanding across the world. If you go to any country, data engineering jobs are very, very high demand in the market. Why this data engineering is very high demand in the market? I will tell you. So, whenever you are choosing any technology to learn, whenever you are choosing any technology to learn, there are three parameters you need to identify. Because most of the people, what the mistake they are doing, they are choosing any of one course, they are learning, and they are asking, "Sir, we are not getting any calls, we are not getting job." So, your success of switching your career to a new job, it depends on choosing of the right course. Are you guys agreeing with me? Definitely. Still, some people are learning testing course and they are not getting any calls. That is our failure. Their failure is choosing the wrong course. So, when you are going to choose a right course, these three parameters you can check. Nowadays, the technology is everything in the cloud only, correct? So definitely the course what you are going to learn should be a cloud technology. So there are three popular cloud technologies available currently in the market. One is Azure, AWS, or GCP. So the course related to IT what you are going to learn should be related to any of one. It can be Azure or AWS or GCP. The next thing is how much impact of AI on your course what you are going to choose. So here you are going to choose the data engineering course. If you guys see, AI is replacing many jobs because of the automation. So AI is going to work completely based on the data. So how a vehicle is moving with the fuel, AI also needs data. So AI is depending on the data, data is not depending on the AI. So that is the reason the data engineering roles and jobs are huge demand and increasing day by day in the market. Okay. So there is no impact, there is no much impact on the data engineering jobs because of the AI. The third thing is the course what you are going to learn should be related to data, because the data is growing every day. Data is very important every day. A lot of data is generating by everyone. So that's the reason. Take these three parameters whenever you are choosing any course. Okay, the course what I'm going to choose here today, the data engineering and data analyst, is having these three parameters. I'm going to choose related to Microsoft Azure Cloud or Fabric Cloud, and AI impact is less on the data engineering courses. My data engineering course having, and it is related to data only. So this is how you need to choose the right course over here. Okay, so whatever the course you are going to learn to become a data engineer or a data analyst, here I'm going to teach three things: Azure data engineering, Microsoft Fabric, Microsoft Power BI. So don't confuse why we are going to learn three courses here. Do we really need these three courses to become a data engineer or data analyst? Yes. You just check in any training institution, they will teach you any of one. It can be a Azure data engineering, or it can be a Microsoft Fabric, or it can be a Microsoft Power BI. So there is no institute providing all these three courses in single course, but we were offering over here. So after completion of this course, what is the exam certification? Microsoft is conducting a certification exam, that is DP 700 certification, Microsoft Fabric Data Engineer Associate exam you need to write down. So after completion of this course, you are in a position yourself, you can complete this DP 700 certification exam. If you need any further assistance, so we are here to provide all kind of assistance for you. Okay, so the ultimate goal of this course is, why we are learning this course is, I want to get new position with the highest package. So definitely we are going to applying for the jobs like a fresher or a experienced person. Like a experienced person, we don't apply for the jobs like a fresher. We are going to apply the jobs after completion of this data engineering and data analysis course like a experienced person. How many years of experience you are going to put? 2 to 5 years of experience we are going to mention. When you are keeping 2 to 5 years of experience on your profile, so definitely you need to crack the interviews and you need to work on the real time projects, right? So most of the people, what they are doing, they are taking some proxy calls, and some people are taking, after joining to the company, work supports. But what we were doing here, we are providing a training to avoid these two things, this and this one. So you need to crack your interview yourself. You need to work on the projects yourself without taking any work support over here. So when this is possible when you are completing our roadmap for this data engineering and data analysis course with these two programs. If you see in any training institution, they are offering only one program, that is a data engineering program. But in this e-classes training institution, for this course, we are offering two programs. Let me explain you what is this program 1 and program 2. Then after, I will explain what is this Azure Data Engineering, Microsoft Fabric, Microsoft Power BI, what we need to learn inside, all those things. Okay, let me explain this program 1. The program 1 is, it's a regular training from Monday to Friday. So weekly 5 days we are going to conduct the training, daily 1 hour session, live sessions. So we are going to conduct 60 hours of the sessions. Daily, once the class completed, we will provide the class recording videos. Up to 3 years, we have the access for these recording videos. And also we are going to provide sample resumes, certification guidance, daily class notes, interview question and answers, end-to-end project over here. These are very common from every training institution. You can expect this curriculum. Am I right? But what we were special here, So we are going to provide here, apart from that program one regular training, we are going to provide you some Python and SQL basics, whatever you needed for this course. And also, if you want to learn advanced level of SQL and Python, some self-based recording videos also we are going to provide. In this course, there is a PySpark. We are going to teach more than 20 hours. Okay. So now coming to the second program. So what is this program 2? This program 2 is a real-time placement assistance program, because every institution is providing the training, but after the training, most of the people still they don't know, still they don't know how to prepare the resume. And also when they're going to the interviews, there they're asking so many scenario based questions, but the scenario based questions they're not able to answer because they don't have a real experience. And also when they are going to attend the interviews, the first 4 to 5 interviews they are unable to crack the interviews. The reason because they were not prepared well. They are losing the top level companies opportunities. To overcome this issue, we planned this program to parallelly with program 1. So when this program 2 we will start exactly after 1 month. For example, from this Monday onwards we are going to start this training. So after 3 weeks, maximum 3 weeks, after 3 weeks we are going to start this program 2. So this program 2 is on only on the weekends, Saturday 2 hours and Sunday 2 hours. The program 1 training is Monday to Friday. This program 2 is only Saturday Sunday, Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours. So what exactly we are going to cover in this training? What exactly we are going to cover in this training? In this training, we are going to follow agile methodology. So if there are anybody working professionals, you know what is agile methodology. So in the companies, they are going to implement their projects in the agile methodology, like a sprints, and each sprint contains some tasks. So here also we are going to have sprint wise in a agile methodology 200 plus scenario based tasks we are going to create for you. So everyone who is enrolling this course, you guys have to work on these tasks over here. So whatever the scenarios we are going to create, whatever the scenarios, let's for example one of the scenario, create two data frames empdf dept, find out which employee don't have any departments matched in the department df. And also when you're coming to the data factory, here you can see, so there is one scenario you have to work, create new data factory and copy data from on-premises SQL server to blob storage without installing new self-host integration runtime. So these kind of scenario based things you need to work it over here. So all the sprints you need to perform. So what will happen if you are working on all these sprints? You will get a good confidence on the scenarios. You can able to answer the questions easily when you are going to the interview. Even when you are working on the real projects, similar kind of scenarios you might face, you will get a confidence first. Of course when you are working in the projects, the scenario can be different, but it is not 100% different. There is a similarity in between what the scenarios you are working here and when you are going to the company over there. Okay. So also we are going to conduct some weekly sprints, weekly tests, and two projects, end-to-end projects. One is for Azure, another one is Fabric. We are going to handle two projects, and interview question and answers we are going to provide for the preparation, and also we are helping you to prepare your resume. Mock interviews we are going to conduct, and to keep in your resume the projects also we are going to provide. Person to person different project names we are going to give it over here. The person to person, the projects what we are going to provide is different. Those projects you can keep in your resume as well. So this is the second program. The moment when you are completing this second program, 100 percentage you are ready to crack your interviews yourself, to crack your interviews yourself over here. Okay, so this is our roadmap, what exactly we are going to provide for every student. The assistance from career guidance to training, training to placement assistance. So this is our roadmap: career guidance, training, placement assistance, certification assistance, and placement guarantee programs also we have. Career guidance, training, placement assistance, certification assistance, placement help. First, career guidance, then we will teach you the training of the data engineering course, then the program 2 placement assistance, certification assistance, and placement help. So this is called program 1. This is called program 2. So we are going to provide as a part of this training this part: career guidance, program 1 training, and program 2 placement assistance over here. So for this we are charging 25,000 rupees. This is a single enrollment. I mean, it's not a separate enrollment for program 2, program 1. All these three: career guidance, program 1, program 2, all these three, the combination we are going to charge just 25,000 only. If you need any further assistance on certification or any placement help, so we are going to refer to some other companies for the placement. If you have anything, depends on like 99 percentage our students are getting this program too. After completion they are able to place, they are able to crack their interviews. Still, if you need any kind of further assistance, our team will evaluate your profile first, like where is the gap, why you are unable to, why you are unable to crack the interviews, where is the gap. Let's for example, you attended 10 interviews, you attended 10 interviews, but still you are not getting the offer letter. So we will evaluate your profile, why you are not able to getting the placement. So according to that we will suggest for the placement. So we have a tie up with some other companies, and according to that there is a separate team will assist you on this placement help program. It is a separate program. We can offer this after the program 1, program 2, after career guidance completion. Okay, right. Even this certification also, to book your slots and to make preparation of this exam, if you need any further assistance, there is a separate team we are going to refer you. So in this training for the enrollment what you are going to do, we are offering these three things over here: career guidance, program 1, program 2. So these three are enough for you to landing into the job. Very few people can expect further kind of assistance, evolution of their profiles. According to that, they need a help to get placed. That is a separate part. After the training we will start that process. Okay, so I hope you understand what is my roadmap, how we are going to get you placed, trained on this data engineering and data analysis. Okay, first let's try to understand what is this data engineering and what is this data analysis. Do we need to really require to learn three courses: Azure data engineering, Microsoft Fabric, or Power BI? So let me take one use case scenario. Let's, for example, I am running a supermarkets. I have three supermarkets. Supermarket one, supermarket three, two, three are located in different countries. It is in a USA, it is in a Australia, it is in UK. So in three different countries, we have this supermarkets. All right. Now, when a customer is coming to this supermarket and buying the products, when they're buying the products, all the transactions data will come and save in the backend database. Am I right? It can be a single database or it can be a double database. So we have one database here, another database. So this data coming from this USA will save here, Australia will be saved here, UK data is going to be saved here. So whenever a customer is doing a transaction, the data can be stored in the backend. The data can be stored in the backend over here. Now, as a CEO of these supermarkets, what I'm expecting, I'm expecting something, the performance of my business. The performance of my business I'm going to expecting over here like a reports. Like what is the today's sales, last 12 months business sales performance, each store wise total sales trend. So this is how we are going to expecting some reports. Am I right? So after completion of this course, you can provide this solution for the customers. Let's take it a Walmart company or a D-Mart. These people are reaching out to your company to build a solution to create a data analysis and some dashboards and reports to your customer to understand very clearly about their business and insights. So now to implement this solution, what technologies, what tools we are going to use? So here there are two things involved. One is data engineering and another one is data analysis. So what is data engineering and what is data analysis? The person whoever is going to moving the data from this server to here, this database to here, and then after whatever the data he has moved over there, then again he is going to cleaning and transforming and saving into another location. That person we are calling it as a data engineer. The person whoever is going to take that data and designing of the reports and dashboards, we are calling that person as a data analyst over here. So what a data engineer will do, data engineer is going to getting the data from here, here, and keeping into one place. Then after, he is going to do again data cleaning and applying some business logics on that data. Again, he will move that data into a data warehousing. So this is a storage account which they are going to use initially to combine all data into one place. Then they are going to use Synapse data warehousing to move the data from these databases into storage account. We are going to use data factory. Then to clean and transform the data, we are going to use data bricks. So this data factory, storage account, Databricks, Synapse data warehousing, all those things you can able to see in a Microsoft Azure cloud environment. So how to log into Microsoft Azure cloud environment? There is a portal.azure.com. So this is a Microsoft Azure cloud. You need to log in inside here. There you can able to find out the softwares whatever you want. For example, if you want a data factory, see there is a data factory. There is a data bricks, right? There is a storage accounts. There is a Synapse data warehousing. So this is how we have different software services available. So by using this Microsoft Azure cloud environment, we are going to implementing of this data engineering projects. So the person whoever is going to learn this data factory, storage account, Databricks, Synapse data warehousing, where inside this Microsoft Azure, the website is www.portal.azure.com. So that person we are calling him as a Azure data engineer. Why? He is going to use Microsoft Azure cloud environment and developing this data engineering. What is data engineering? Combining of the data from different business servers into one place and cleaning of that data and storing into a data warehousing. That person we are calling him as a data engineer. Now once the data has cleaned and saved into the Synapse data warehousing, then a new job role, data analysis. The person whoever is taking that data and designing of the reports and dashboards by using Power BI. To design the reports and dashboards, what tool we are going to use? Power BI tool. So where you can find the Power BI tool? Power BI also, it's one of the cloud environment. So where we can log in app.powerbi.com. App.powerbi.com over here. So this is another cloud. Here you can able to see to design the Power BI reports. So now you understand what is Azure data engineering, what is Power BI. Then what is Microsoft Fabric? Why we need to learn Microsoft Fabric? So this is Microsoft Power BI. Then why Microsoft Fabric is coming to the picture? I will tell you. 2 years back exactly, the there are so many clients using Microsoft Azure and Power BI to design their projects. They requested Microsoft company for data engineering. We are using this cloud environment. For Power BI, we are using another cloud environment. Why can't you keep all in one place? Why we need to use for data engineering separate Azure, for data analysis Power BI separate cloud? Can't we keep all in one place? Yes. Then immediately Microsoft company has moved this storage account, this data warehousing, this data factory, data bricks into Power BI. So here just small naming conventions different. In the Azure, we are calling it as a data factory, right? Here we are calling it as a data pipeline. Nothing difference. Just 2 to 3% user interface difference. Here we are calling it as a lake house. Here we are calling it as a warehouse. Here we are calling it as a notebooks. So whatever the data factory, here it is a data pipeline. Storage account, Lakehouse. Databricks, notebooks. Synapse, warehouse. Power BI as usual. Now from the last 2 years, clients are using Microsoft Fabric only. That means whatever the existing Power BI platform, this one, app.powerbi.com, from last 2 years, it contains Power BI plus data engineering related softwares. So from that day onwards, they are calling this as a fabric. The existing Power BI, the moment when all these softwares are added, we are calling it as a Microsoft Fabric. So clients are using now this Microsoft Fabric only. Microsoft Azure Data Engineering, now they are not using to implement the new projects. But there are so many projects already developed on the Azure Data Engineering. Now they are migrating into Microsoft Fabric. So if you have this Azure Data Engineering knowledge also, when you are going to applying for the jobs, you are going to mention data engineer as a up to 5 years range, right? But this fabric environment is in the last 2 years. If you are learning only alone fabric environment, you cannot put more than 2 years of experience. If you are learning Azure plus fabric plus Power BI, you can put 5 years. You can tell them I worked for two projects on the Azure and latest projects on the fabric. So when you are going to learn, are you going to put any effort, any extra effort you are going to put? Nothing. Because this Microsoft Azure and Microsoft Fabric, this data factory, data pipelines, both are same. If you are learning data factory, just 2 to 3% is only extra added in the data pipelines. If you are learning storage account, same you have Lakehouse, Synapse, warehouse, notebooks, Databricks. So just like a 3 to 4 hours, if you are spending extra time, then you are going to learn all three: Azure Data Engineering, Power BI, and Microsoft Fabric Data Engineering. So I'm going to teach you all these three by comparing each and every scenario. After completion of this course, you can apply for the jobs like a Azure Data Engineer or Microsoft Fabric Data Engineer or Data Analyst, Power BI Developer, Data Factory Developer, Databricks Developer. Now, one last question. Do I need to write any commands, coding, Python, SQL? Yes, but just 10 percentage. Only in the data bricks or in the notebooks you need to write down. Are we going to write all those things? No. Inside this Microsoft Fabric or Azure, there is a co-pilot integrated. Automatically, based on your requirement, the commands, if anything needed, the coding is needed, it will write automatically. You just need a basic knowledge of the Python and SQL that we are going to share in this course. Okay? So this is all about the demo session. If you guys wants to continue this regular training of this data engineering, from Monday onwards, we are going to conduct this regular classes the next coming Monday at 8 a.m. The morning 8 a.m. is the session timings daily, and weekend sessions after 3 to 4 weeks it will be start. It is also at the morning 8 a.m. only Saturday Sunday. the regular training classes of this program 1, whatever the program 1 we have, right? So we are going to start this program 1 from Monday onwards, 8 a.m. Use the same meeting link, whichever you are using today, same meeting link you can use to join the session. And if you need any kind of further assistance, further help, you can reach out this number. You can reach out this number 7997457228. So they will help you on this course over here. Now, if you guys have any questions, you can able to ask the questions. Go ahead, your questions.
Hi, this is Ravi here. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can able to hear you.
Hi, thanks for the demo. It was really good. One question.
Yeah.
See, there are too many cloud technologies, right? In the market, like you said, GCP, AWS, and Azure. So
Yes.
why, as a beginner, why I should choose Azure over the AWS? Okay. In two
Okay.
point of, in two perspective, as a
Yeah.
beginner developer, as a cloud architect.
Okay. So your question is why we need to learn, why we need to prefer Azure first. Am I right?
Yes.
So here, when you are going to any cloud environment, there are four different kind of jobs we have. One is a data engineer, developer, admin, DevOps engineer. These four kind of jobs we have. So as per my experience, have seen many projects. Data engineering projects are mostly preferable in Microsoft Azure because of the strong ETL tools, ETL platforms, data factory comparing to AWS and GCP. Here, these tools are very powerful because Microsoft is in the market. They contains their own ETL tools from past like SSIS and all those things, and even the cost point of view comparing to those other cloud environments. Data engineering projects are preferring to implement on the Microsoft cloud only. When you are coming to the other applications like a developer, for example, developer what he will do, data engineer what he will do, you understand today. Developer role is basically he can develop some applications, apps, web apps, or whatever it is. Those kind of things are preferring on the AWS comparing to Azure, GCP. And the GCP not that much market share comparing to Azure and AWS, because these two are the competitors in the market. So definitely the DevOps engineer and admin, it depends on where the developer projects are mostly implemented. So if you see the statistics also, 60 to 70 percentage of the market for data engineering projects are choosing Microsoft Azure only. Got it?
Okay, so thanks for that. One more question.
Yeah.
Last question. See, now AI is everywhere, right? Wherever we go, we see AI, right? Do you
Yeah.
also touch AI during the course?
So AI here, we are going to touch how it is going to help regular activities of your data engineering activities. Let's, for example, I want to write down some commands in a scenario, how to write the prompts, how your work is going to be simplified by using this AI. So these kind of things I will touch in the classes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions from others? You can raise your hands and you can ask the questions, open questions. So anybody wants to speak with me, just reach out this number, guys. 7989781302. After 15 minutes, call or WhatsApp to this third number 7989781302. So I will speak with you in the offline, or if you guys are in Hyderabad, you can come and meet me in the Hyderabad. Our team will share the location if you are pinning to that number. Any more questions from anyone? No questions?
Hello.
Ali, Ashok, yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I would like to talk to you, but I just want to understand one thing here is I'm shifting my career from SharePoint to data engineering. From past 1 month, I'm going through all the components and all the modules in this one data engineering. But what I found is everywhere it is Python is important a lot. SQL and Python is important in all modules. Now, in the course, whatever we are going through the Python, is it sufficient enough to sustain in the
Yes.
market, or like we need to be at least we need to be perfect in the Python like that?
See, basically here we are writing PySpark actually, not the Python real. So what I'm going to teach you in this course, I will start with Python. I will discuss some basics and the things needed for data engineering. Then I will go to the PySpark up to advanced level. So whatever I'm going to teach in this course, that is fair enough and sufficient to work on the Python and PySpark to crack the interviews and to work on the real projects.
Okay. Without zero experience in Python, also we can work with
Yes,
excellent.
yes, yes, we can.
Okay.
Any more questions from others? Sarkar, Veer, Venkat, Santosh, Ravi, Naveen, Timaja,
Yeah,
Gautam.
hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there any other time slots is available for this session? Because morning
Uh,
8 to 9.
this batch is at 8 a.m. But in future batches it can be what time you are more flexible.
Actually, my work hours is 9 to 6 evening, 9 to evening 6. So I will available after the 7. Evening 7.
So in the next week we will start new batch on the evening 8 p.m. So just be in touch
Okay.
with our team.
I'm comfortable that time slot, evening time slot.
Yeah. So
Well,
be in touch with our team. They will share the next week schedule.
okay, sure. Thank you.